Hey guys, welcome back to my channel AG Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to create this Cartoon Network logo animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugin. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So here we are in Photoshop. I have got this logo from the internet. It's a PNG file. I'll provide you the link in the description. So after downloading this, the first thing we need to do for all logo animations is that we need to separate all of them on the separate layers. So for that, what we need to do, let's see. So as you can see, I have this PNG file over here. So first thing I'll do, I'll press M to select my rectangle tool. I'll select this cartoon word, hit Ctrl X, create new layer, press Ctrl Shift V to paste in place. Same procedure we will follow for this network thing. Hit Ctrl X, create a new layer, press Ctrl Shift V, just like that. Now we will hide these things for now. Select this one. Now what we will do, we will select this C, hit Ctrl X, create a new layer, press Ctrl Shift V and paste in place. Now after that, what we will do, we will hide this thing for now. Now we have to deal with this shift. Now first thing we will do, we will select this layer, go to the select option, choose color range, we will select this white color, hit OK, create new layer, press Alt backspace and we will apply white color for this selection. Hit Ctrl D to deselect it and hide this. Now we will select this thing, Ctrl and click on this layer, hit D to select by default colors and press Alt backspace to apply this black color, hit Ctrl D. Now we have C on the separate layer and this black thing on the separate layer. We will name this C and we will call it as black box. Now this same procedure we need to follow this N. So select this layer, go to the select option, choose color range, select this black color, hit OK, create a new layer, Alt backspace, hit Ctrl D. As we can see, we have this thing on separate layer. We have some extra selections over here, so I'll select this thing and hit delete, Ctrl D, Ctrl 0, and we have this N on separate layer. I'll call it as N, hit OK, hide this, select this selection. By holding Ctrl, I'll select this box, Ctrl backspace to apply, select this layer and Ctrl backspace to apply white color, hit Ctrl D. I'll call it as white box and hit OK. So as we can see, we have all those things on the separate layers. Hit Ctrl S to save those files. Now go to the Adobe After Effects and let's create a new composition. We will call it as main animation. Width is 1920, height is 180, frame rate is 30, duration is 30 seconds and background color is as always black and hit OK. Choose grid and guide option and a title safe action and simply hit Ctrl I to import our Photoshop file. So I'll hit Ctrl I. I'll select my logo, import as composition, return layers and sizes and simply hit import. Don't change anything over here and hit OK. Double click on this composition, hit Ctrl A to select all of them, hit Ctrl C to copy them, go to the main animation and simply hit Ctrl V and move these things over here. Create one null object, select all those things and make it a parent with this null one. Select this null one, press S, scale it down just like this. Now press Ctrl Y to create a solid background layer and we will choose some grayish color and hit OK and hit OK and move this over here. It's not fully visible, so hit Ctrl Y again and we will choose something like this and hit OK. Yeah, this looks good to me. I'll delete this one. I'll delete this null object also. Now first thing we need to animate in this logo animation is that this object, so we need to focus on. I'll drag them over here. I'll hide all of them just like this. Now select those boxes, Press Y to choose pen behind tool. I'll select this one. Holding control, I'll snap this anchor point at the bottom. Same for this, by holding control I'll snap this anchor point at the bottom. Now select those boxes, press P for position, create one keyframe initially and go to around 10 to 20 frames and again create one keyframe. Go to the start just like this, drag this box over here and drag this box over here just like this. And after some time I'll create again another keyframes and in middle of these two I will move them over here. Select those keyframes and hit F9. If we play, we will get this kind of stuff. Now we need to adjust the graph, so I'll select this handle. By holding shift I'll move it over here. Select this handle, by holding shift move this thing over here. Select these handles, zoom in a little bit to see the, and select this one, move this handle over here and this handle over here. Select this one, by holding shift I'll move it over here. Select this one, move it over here. Select this one and I'll move this over here. Yep, our graph is totally good. If we hit play, we will get this kind of bouncy animation. Now we need some squash and stretch over here, so press S and unlink the scale. I'll create one keyframe over here and hit U, and at this point we will leave for now, and at this point I'll again create keyframes on the scale, and at this point I will decrease the scale. Select those keyframe, hit F9, select those keyframe and hit F9. So if we play, we will get this kind of bouncy animation. Select those keyframe, hit Ctrl C, go over here and hit Ctrl V. Same, we will hit Ctrl V, just like this. And at this point we will go few frame forwards and again create one keyframe on the scale, and at this point we will increase the scale a little bit like this. So if we hit play, we'll get this kind of animation. We don't need to increase much more, let's say 43 is enough. So we will get this kind of animation. And at the last bounce it should be not more than 40 because we don't need that much bounce. Let's see how does it looks. It looks good to me. Now after that I'll choose this white portion and I'll move it over here, so we will get these alternations. Now we need to animate this C, but before that what we will do, we will choose our pen tool. I'll create one path, one path like this. Move this handle, select this handle like this, and I'll move this over here like this. Or let's delete this, this looks awful. Let's move this something like this, this one like this, and this one should be like this. Now we will adjust it properly. It's quite headache to adjust these parts in Adobe After Effects. Yeah, this looks fine to me. I'll move this thing over here, and we will choose complete white color for this, just like this. Now we need to animate those things. So first thing we will do, we will go to the trim path. We will choose trim path. Initially I'll make it 0, create one keyframe over here, go to around 20 frames, create 100. If we hit play, we will get this kind of stuff. Select those keyframes, hit F9, hit page down button 2 times, create one keyframe on the start, and 2 frames after this, again make it 100. Select those keyframes and hit F9. So we will get this kind of animation. Now after that we will go to the shape one, we will go to the stroke one, and instead of butt cap I'll choose round cap. Let's see what it does it looks like. It looks good. Now select those things, hit Ctrl Shift C to create a pre-comp, and I'll call it as stroke animation, like, sorry for the spell mistake, I'm not good at spelling, and hit OK. Double click on it, we will get this kind of animation. Now what we need to do, we will create one adjustment layer. We will go to the effect and presets panel, and we will apply blur effect on it, which is a Gaussian blur. I'll make it 50. Add another effect on it, which is called simple choker. Increase the choke around, let's say 20. Looks good to me. Now after that what we need to do, select this and hit Ctrl D and move it over here. Select this one, I'll increase the scale around, the stroke width around 120. If you want to decrease the size, simply change the blurriness. I'll increase the choke width also, choke around this one. I'll delete the another, hit Ctrl D, simply move it a little bit forward, decrease the stroke size something. I'll move it over here. Again hit Ctrl D, move it a little bit forward, decrease the stroke width. Hit Ctrl D, move it a little bit forward, decrease the stroke width. Hit Ctrl D, move it a little bit forward, decrease the stroke width. Hit Ctrl D, move it a little bit forward, decrease the stroke width, or you can increase it, and you can move it a little bit forward. So if we play now, we'll get this kind of animation. Let's see in main animation, it looks like this. So now hit enter over here, and we will call it as white stroke. Hit Ctrl D, apply fill effect on it, and we will apply black color on it like this. So we have two animations of stroke, one is black and one is white. Now we need to adjust the position. For the white one, I'll animate at this point, so I'll move it over here. And for the black one, it should be animated at this time, so I'll move it over here. I'll call it as black stroke and hit OK. Let's unhide this. Now this black should be something like different, so hit S for scaling, unlink this, make it -100. So it will come out of this, and this will come out of this, and we will move this at the back one. Let's hit play. Like this, like this. Select this black one, or you can do still make it -100, and let's see how does it looks. Then this one should be animated at this point, and press P for position. Let's change the position around here. If we hit play, white will come from this one and this one will come from this one. Or you can move it over here. So if we play now, get this kind of animation. Now our boxes are done. We need to animate these two things. So for that, what we will do, we will select both of them, hit Ctrl D, and we will drag it at the top. As we know, the white is, this N is for this one, so move this white box over here, select this N, press F4, choose alpha matte, select this and choose alpha matte. Select both of them, I'll move them over here, hold, press open bracket, press P, create one keyframe over here, go few frame forward, again create one keyframe, move this thing over here. Now as we know, C is coming from down, so I'll move this down over here. Select N, this one should be from the top, so I'll move it over here. Select both the keyframes, hit F9, go to the graph editor, select this graph editor, and by holding shift I'll move them over here. Now all we need to do, we need to adjust the timing of them. So as we know, when this black color strike this white portion, I'll move this over here. Yeah, this is proper timing. And we need to adjust this C with the white one. Move this over here. Yeah, so if we hit play now, we will get this kind of animation. Now we can animate these two things. Go over here, press P, create one keyframe, and again create another keyframe. Go at the start, move them over here. Simply bring down those two things. Select those keyframes, hit F9, go to the graph editor, select this graph editor by holding shift. I'll move it over here. So if we hit play, move this thing over here and this one over here. So yep, this is our final animation of Cartoon Network logo animation. As you can see, this animation is very simple. There is nothing rocket science in it, but with the help of simple and cool techniques. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon for more updates. And if you want to watch After Effects tutorials in Hindi, then please consider to visit my another channel called AG Animations. Link will be available in the description. Until then, stay tuned.